So I've generated around 7 crore rupees or $1 million in sales so far in my career, all using just one simple skill, personal branding. And by the way, this was all done 100% organically, which means I spent absolutely no money on any sort of paid ads, even further increasing my profit margins. And the craziest part about all of this is that I started out with absolutely nothing. I remember back in 2022, I barely had enough money to cover my expenses for the next 15 days or so.
तो मैं एक चीज़ बताना भूल गया, अभी तक मैंने 6,000 इन्वेस्ट करे हैं और जिसमें से 0 रिटर्न आया है।
And even worse, I had no social media following or a skill that I could sell to make money instantly. I have made all of my money from scratch using just two things, my phone and a Wi-Fi connection. And I hate to break it to you, but I'm not a typical online guru who just made money by selling courses. I actually started and scaled a real in-person business called Ishan Interiors, and you can actually look it up anywhere on the internet. And in this video, I will be breaking down the exact step-by-step frameworks that allowed me to completely change my life and scale my business so rapidly. Now, in all honesty, all the information within this course is life-changing if applied correctly, and I never thought that I would put all of this information out on the internet for free. So I want you to pay very close attention to each and every segment of this video so that you can learn as much as possible, because I'll be sharing all of my secrets unfiltered. So let's get started.
All right, guys, so let's start today's video about how I've been able to make around 1.7 to 1.8 crore rupees at this point, which would be around 250,000 US dollars from personal branding itself. And I swear to God, I never thought I would be putting all of this information out on the internet for free. So pay full attention because this is going to be a full guide, okay? Regardless of what experience level you have, if you're a beginner, if you're somewhat of an advanced business owner, or if you've had some experience with online businesses or not, this course is going to cover everything you need to know about personal branding and how you can start and scale your personal branding business again. So as I've said before, this course is going to include a very detailed dive into the entire industry and how you can again start and launch your own product as well. So let's get started now. And first off, I would like to start off with my story first off, right? So you guys are watching this video and you're probably wondering who's this Ishan guy and why should we even take his advice, right? So I completely understand your point and it is 100% valid. So before I jump into the exact tactics and everything, I would like to let you guys know that I started off just like you, right? So you're probably a marketing agency owner or you've tried SMMA and all those other business models. And you can see here, this video was uploaded 2 years ago, August 2022, if I'm not wrong. I just started my own SMMA. It's got the day one getting started learning the basics plus honest talks video. And I was just basically telling everyone how I'm starting a new business model and I don't know how I'm going to start to scale it. And I don't know anything about the business model or how to do sales or marketing, but I'm going to start learning. So, again, this might resonate with a few of you guys, and I feel like it's important for you guys to see so you guys know that you can also get to a place where you want to be, right? Like the place I'm in right now, the life I live right now, is the dream life for this Ishan, the 19-year-old Ishan. So, yeah, back in 2022, I was genuinely a broke, lost, and confused 19-year-old, and I used to hate sales, right? I was very nervous about selling things to people, and sales was definitely my least favorite topic about entrepreneurship. And it's crazy to think that it's now probably one of my favorite things in entrepreneurship or about entrepreneurship. Just the ability to talk to people and be able to converse with them and help them out with their decisions, I feel like it's really good. And regardless, sales helps you in all aspects of life, be it content creation, closing a deal, talking to other people, and all that. So, yeah, I was broke, lost, and confused. I had no marketing experience, like literally zero marketing experience. And I had around $50 or 5,000 rupees in my bank account, which was enough to last me for the next 15 days or so. And worst of all, I kind of spent all that money in Google Ads. I was trying to learn Google Ads, okay? Because again, as I said, I had no business or entrepreneurship experience. I didn't know what to do or what was right or what was wrong. So I just started off with Google Ads and I lost all of my money there. So yeah, that's what happens when you don't have an appropriate guidance. From that to now, I've done over 1.6 CR, 1.78 CR to be very accurate, profit in the last 2 years. I have time, location, and financial freedom, which are the three main pillars of entrepreneurship. I mean, most of you guys watching right now, if you're in a job, you're looking to get into entrepreneurship because of these three things, right? To be able to live life on your own terms, have your own time, and location freedom. And obviously, financial freedom is the main thing. So, what happened is I already tried content creation, right? I already tried making random Instagram videos and tried to sell something from that and flip Instagram pages. And other than that, I also got very serious about affiliate marketing. And after that, I got into SMMA. So you can see I went through a lot of different topics just to be able to find the right one. I went through a lot of different entrepreneurship methods to be able to find the one that really works. Okay. And the thing with SMMA is, see, it was a great business model back in 2020 and 2021. So I used to watch hours worth of SMMA content every single day. And the craziest part is I used to do 300 to 500 manual outreaches every single day. On top of all of that, I used to work 12 plus hours a day. Right. So instead of getting time freedom and location freedom, I was just tied up to my computer and everything. And I genuinely do believe that there is no such thing known as passive income, right? SMMA or any other business model for a matter of fact, it will take you time to set things up initially. But the only problem with marketing agency right now in 2025 is number one, it is kind of saturated. Okay. And number two, most of the gurus that you see online that are getting clients right now, they are getting clients based on their case studies and previous results, right? So right now, I don't think it's that easy to just do 300 and 500 outreaches every single day and close 40, 50,000, $60,000 worth of deals. Either one, they're living in the place that they're selling their services in, so it makes them easier to be accessible to the business owner and actually meet them and everything. Or number two, if they're doing it completely remotely, they probably have some decent results and case studies to show to their customers. And you, the person watching this video right now, probably don't have either one of those two things, right? So what do you do? Again, uh, regardless of all the cons and all the pros, I was still able to scale my agency to 1 lakh a month monthly profit, right? So I was still doing pretty good. I went from making absolutely no money to making an average of 1 lakh rupees a month within 2 to 3 months with the help of SMMA, right? But the thing is, with that agency model, I had a lot of fulfillment issues and bad media buyers and no standard client operation protocol, right? So every single time I signed a client, it was a hunt for the next one. And every single time I signed a client, the next main problem would have been the fulfillment, right? There comes a point when you have so many clients and you cannot properly fulfill everyone's services if you don't have the exactly accurate team, right? So I used to have bad media buyers and all those things. So what happened is I eventually somewhat got done with the agency model and I decided to change directions. I used my knowledge to build a furniture brand called Ishan Interiors. And you guys can actually look this up anywhere on the internet: Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You'll find a lot of details about my company there. And I was able to take all of the knowledge I learned in the SMMA space and I used all of that to scale my furniture business to at least 50 to 80 lakhs a month in monthly recurring revenue, all with the help of social media and personal branding. So what I did was I built a brand around my name and I built a personal brand. Okay, so I became the face of the company and that's how I took it to the next level. And even crazier, I went from making no money at 19 years old to hitting my first 1 CR profit in just 12 months. And I think I just turned 21 when I hit my first 1 CR profit. And I was in the age range of 20 to 21. So again, I know that there's no such thing as get rich quick, and I do not believe in get rich quick, and I do not promote it. But the thing is, if you start taking efforts, if you start taking your efforts in the right place, then you really can speed up your progress by a major speed, right? So again, as I said, I hit my first 1 CR profit in 12 months, and I then realized the power of personal branding and the power of social media, right? The way it took my business from here to here within 2 to 3 months just by using personal branding and social media the right way, I then understood that this is a next level topic and people aren't realizing this enough. And by that time I had noticed that there were a lot more people building their personal brands because they were trying to sell their own products as well, right? So you as a beginner, for example, are probably not going to sell furniture. So what are you going to sell? We're going to talk about all of these things in this video. And yeah, with the help of that, I have been able to generate some decent amount of money. As you can see, this was my biggest day, I guess. I received 9 lakh rupees in one day, which would be $8,000 something something, right? 9 lakhs in one day. As you can see, it's around 433,788 deposited on 10th November, 5 deposited on 11th November, and 114 on 12th. So again, it was a pretty consistent source of income. Another screenshot I've shared here is 5,36,959 on 26th of October. And in case any of you guys think all these screenshots are fake, I really can't do anything to prove it to you, apart from the fact that you guys can go check out my YouTube and my previous videos. And I used to drive a beat down i10. It was a second hand i10 and it had around 60,000 kilometers on it. And in 2024, yeah, July 2024, I just bought myself this brand new MG Hector. And yeah, it's been a crazy ride from that to here, because this car literally, this was on my dream board and this was on my vision board, and I wrote down that I'm going to buy this car one day, and I actually ended up doing it. So you guys can actually speak your goals into existence, and it's not a myth, right? Other than that, I've really been able to live my dream life, the life that I used to dream of. I've been able to go on luxury trips abroad. I just bought myself this brand new watch. It's a Rado True Square Open Heart. It costs around 2.4, 2.5 lakhs. And by no means am I trying to show off my achievements or what I've been able to do. I'm just trying to share with you guys what you can do if you channel your efforts into the right place instead of just doing mindless hard work, right? So I want you guys to remember, it doesn't matter how hard you row if you're rowing in the wrong boat. Okay. So I just took all of my efforts because I was working 12 hours a day regardless, right? I was working 12 hours a day when I was not making any money, when I was making decent money, and when I really made some real serious money, right? So the only difference between all of those three was when I started to channel my efforts into the right place, into the right method, the results just came much faster, and you can actually speed up your process as well. So, again, this was somewhat my story, and I feel like it's important for you guys to know all of this before you guys learn things from me and before you guys start taking my advice. And after this, if you guys want to take my advice, good for you. If not, good for you, right? So, we're just going to move on for the video now, and we're going to get to the topic about how you can do the same for yourself, because you're probably wondering how you can build a personal brand and how you can sell a product too. So many of you guys may have a question in your mind that you don't really have a personal brand, you don't have a social media following, you don't know what to sell. Of course, you're not going to sell furniture, and we're going to get into different products to sell with much higher profit margins and the actual way all the online gurus that you see right now. And now we're going to get to the topic about how you can do the same for yourself, right? And trust me, guys, trust me when I say this, the personal branding industry has really taken over the entire internet in 2025. And if I had to start all over from zero in 2025, this is exactly how I would do it. So I'm going to break down the exact framework and how I would approach the idea of making money in 2025 if I had nothing on me, right? If I had no money, no followers, no skills. And I'm going to take you guys through how you can become the person that you want within 6 to 12 months from now. Okay. And yeah, now we're going to get into the actual selling part about what you're going to be able to sell and what product you're going to make. Because, of course, you're not going to sell furniture. We're going to be taking you guys through different products and different ideas that you can monetize. And trust me, guys, if you enter this industry at the right time being right now, you can make a whole lot of money from this. Because SMMA, again, because if you're out there trying to do Facebook ads for solar companies in 2025, you are a bit behind your time, right? If you're trying to run an agency right now, there's different ways to run it. And I would definitely say those 2022 methods are not it anymore. And again, I will tell you guys a much better way to monetize your service than running an agency. So you can still run your service, but you can make much more money with much less headache, right? So again, if I had to start over from zero in 2025, here's exactly how I would do it. First off, I would start with personal branding, and then I would go to the digital products game, and then I would niche down. Okay. So just to break it down a little bit for you guys, what you're going to do is you're going to start building a personal brand around you and around your name. Okay. We're going to look at the things you're good at and the things that you think you can create a digital product about. And then we're going to find a exact niche for you to select. So you might be wondering, a digital product is a very simple term, right? A digital product is any product that is available digitally. It can be an ebook, it can be a PDF, it can be a cheat sheet, it can be a mini course, it can be a long course, whatever you want. Anything online that can make you money is a digital product, right? So, if you're wondering watching this video that you don't have any products or you don't have any skills to create a product about, do not worry, because we're going to dive deep into how you can find your hidden skill and create a digital product out of it and launch a wildly profitable personal brand, right? So, first off, I want to ask you guys, what are you good at? Okay, I want you guys to take a minute, write these things down for me. Okay, so write down what are all the things that you're good at. It can be literally anything. It can be being good at sports, it can be being good at dating, it can be good at picking up your outfits, it can be good at drawing, or it can be good at scaling a business. Anything that you want. Okay. And what I want you to do after that is I want you to write down your passion and hobbies, because your passion and hobbies, those are two things that you're probably a little bit good at. And I want you guys to think about what are some things that people come to you for help. Okay. It can be anything. It can be the most random topic in the entire world, and you can still make money out of it. For example, let's say that you're good with dating advice and your friends come to you for dating advice. Do you know there's a thing called relationship coach, and people are making so much money by that? Now, if that's you, if if you're someone who can help people with their relationships, you can literally create a digital product about that. Okay, if you're someone who's into fitness, you can create a digital product about that. And don't tell me that you're not good at anything, because I mean, what have you been doing for the last 2 years? Okay, you've probably made at least some changes in your life in the last 2 years, 3 years. What's one thing that you can do now that you couldn't do 2 years ago? Right? So just find out one good thing. It can be so many different things. Okay. And I want to highlight this. It's very important. Make money or make money online is not mandatory. You have to find something unique to do. And regardless, if you haven't made any money or if you haven't been into business and finance ever, then please don't launch a course or a product about making money, because that would be the definition of scamming people. If you have appropriate business experience and if you have something valuable you can share and make money out of, then that's a completely separate thing and you can definitely go into that. But if you have no experience with that, please stay away from it, because end of the day you're going to look like a scammer on the internet, and I'm sure you guys don't want it. And regardless, there are so many things that you can do other than that. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about some really cool and unique niche examples. Okay, and I'm going to share this document with you guys in the description of this video, and I want you guys to do research. So in case you guys haven't been able to make out what I've been trying to tell you in the above paragraph, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to crack down the exact niche you can get into after this segment of the video. Now, first off, guys, did you know literally the most random thing that there's so many different types of digital products out there? I'm going to take you guys through some examples. And again, I want you guys to pay very close attention, because these people that I've included in these examples are making some serious money out of some very simple sales processes, right? So, first off, there's a dog walking niche, literally a dog walking niche. If you're good at training dogs, or if you're good at walking dogs, or if you can train dogs on how they can be better for their families and everything, you can make money out of it. Now, what I'm going to do is show you guys how it exactly works. So, first off, I have a link here for the YouTube channel of the person. that's selling these dog related products. So you can see McCann dog training, right? 2.5 million views 2 years ago. And I can guarantee you this video made him so much money, not just because of the views and the AdSense, because of the funnel. As you can see, puppy training and all those different products, right? So again, it's a basically simple video about how you can train your dogs and train them to be better. Okay. Now, what she's done is she's built an audience around people who are interested in taking care of their dogs, right? So that's a problem in the market. There's a problem because I'm pretty sure no person without a dog wouldn't be watching this. Everyone watching this probably has a dog and is not able to train them appropriately. And that is why they're watching this video, and that is how she's making money out of it. So if you go to the description, you can see there's some affiliate links here, which again, very good way to make money because she's just monetizing the subject she's an expert in. And the main thing is, as you can see, this link right here. So what she's done is she's built a YouTube audience around this. So what she's done is she's built a YouTube audience around people who are interested in training their dogs to be better. And then she has a course. Boom, as you can see, McCann Dogs, Puppy Prep Guide, and all those things. And click to watch our life skills course video. So basically, it's a course about how to train your dog in simple ways, in simple terms. Okay. Instructor support 5 days a week. She's made a proper funnel out of it. Live Q&As, events to aid your hearing. And one thing I want to highlight right now is see, there's two ways to take your business. One is to provide a service. The other one is to create a product. Now the difference between selling it as a service and selling it as a digital product is two big things. Number one, when she sells it as a service, she can only attend so many customers, right? She can only scale it to a certain level. Plus, she will have to add overheads if she plans to open up a physical store and if she plans to open up an institute or something like that. However, on the other side, with this, she just has to do one thing. She's probably just recorded her one course one time. Okay. She's created a community one time with very little overhead expenses and she's priced it at, I think, 4 months access for $400. So around $100 per month. And this is much more viable and this is probably much more profitable for the person selling the course, right? So again, there's a whole landing page about this, and I think this is a very inspiring thing because she's played her cards right and she's genuinely used content in a way that is very smart. Okay, so number one was dog walking niche. Number two is going to be copywriting niche. So as you can see, there's literally a course for every single thing out there. There's literally a digital product for every single thing in this world. This guy, Tyson 40, he made an 8 hour free copywriting course to go from 0 to 10K a month in 90 days. And probably this is a very valuable and actionable course as well. It has to be a good one. That's why it's performed so good. And surprise, he has a course in the backend to support his copywriting video and the content he's creating. So again, he built a community around people who are interested in learning copywriting. And then he built a course around it. So as you can see, he's got a proper landing page and funnel and all those things. And I think it's a questionnaire form of funnel, so you have to answer some questions. So I'm not going to go into that. But again, those were two very good examples. And the main point of me showing you guys all of these things is just to show you guys how there's so much variety of things that you can do. Okay, how you can literally get into anything and make money out of it. And we're going to be covering much more niches as well. So I want you guys to stick around till the end of this video. So as you can see, this one is about the weight loss niche. And I think this one is personally one of my favorite topics that you can go to because one, this is very monetizable, and two, there's a very big market for this. Okay, so if you can capture the market in the right way, you can make a lot of money again. As you can see, Gunjan shouts 30 tips from my weight loss journey. It probably has a millions of views. Yeah, exactly 2 million views. And on the back end, she has, I think this is the link. Again, she has a course on how to lose weight. And if you're in good shape, or if you're in a good shape and you've lost weight or you've become more muscular, you can definitely monetize it, because it has a very big market, and you can create a digital product and sell one-on-one consulting services as well. Okay. So see, there's a landing page. You don't have to eat less, you just have to eat right. So I think this is the landing page for a diet plan. Yup. So this is a custom diet plan, fixed workout plan, weekly counseling, in app chat support, 4,000 rupees, 12,000 rupees. Again, she's probably making a lot of money from this simple landing page and this simple funnel. Literally, just create content about the topic you're passionate about, gather an audience, and launch a product. It's not that complicated. And we're going to be taking you guys about how you can start and launch your product as well. So again, I genuinely think it's crazy that I'm sharing all of this information for free here on YouTube, because I could have made this into a paid course, but I want you guys to learn the most you can with this video, and that is why I'm sharing this video for you guys. And the next one, we're going to go into video editing. So again, this is a very good example. So let's say you're a video editor. Instead of acquiring clients for video editing services, which by the way you can also do, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just giving you guys some more opportunities and some more ideas to run your brain at. Okay. So this guy, he is the editor behind Iman Gadzi. He made this YouTube video, and he basically shows his editing skills and creates content about editing, video editing, blah blah blah. And there is his landing page. It's a very simple landing page, but I think it's very effective. So as you can see, he basically explains his work and sells it as a course. I think it's a monthly subscription basis. Yup, $200 a month. $200 a month. If you can manage to get just maybe 100 people in your community at $200 a month, that is $20,000, or 16 to 17 lakh rupees per month from a simple community. And if you can't do it in dollars, if you want to do it in INR, as you saw, the 11,000 rupees course for, I think that was 4 months, 11,000 rupees. I'm pretty sure she has at least 500 plus people in that. So that would be around 55 lakh rupees just from the course she's launched. Again, there is a big opportunity in the market that you guys need to seize, and you guys need to start working on it from today onwards before it becomes too saturated, because right now there's not so many people in this space, and there's so many different niches that you can get into, and the opportunities are truly unlimited. Okay. Next up, there's this interior designing thing, and I actually used to watch this girl back in the day, because I was actually trying to be an interior designer as well. Just in case you guys didn't know, right after I got out of high school, I was trying to be an interior designer, and I used to watch her videos. And I recently checked out her channel again, and I'm like, I was so happy to see the progress she's made, because first off, she made this channel about posting interior designer content, right? So she gathered a community of people who are trying to learn interior designing, and there you go. On the back end, there's a course about how you can start your interior designing business. Okay. Now, obviously, this is a lead magnet, as in probably the motive of this is to for you to give your email to her email list, and then you'll probably agree to the, yeah, see, I would like to receive emails. That's the main motive of this entire thing. And then you would probably get your free training, and after which she would probably have a $997 course, if I'm not wrong, because last I checked it was 997, but it's been quite a few years, so she must have increased the price, and she has also made a lot of money from it. Now, again, I'm going to show you guys an Indian example of this thing, in case you guys are probably thinking that yeah, these are like foreigners and this is not viable in India. First off, I have already shown you Weight Loss by Gunjan Shouts, which is an Indian content creator. But now I'm going to show you this guy, right? His name is Kshitij Shehrawat, and I saw him a long time ago on Instagram, back when he had 10, 20,000 followers, and I always used to think that, you know what, this is a cool vision that he has, and I think he's like doing pretty good now with his course. So what he does is he's a dating coach, right? Kshitij Shehrawat, he has 176,000 people in he has 176,000 subscribers at this point, followers. and teaching Indian men how to talk to women, build confidence, and find love. Again, all of this social media profile optimizing and everything, this is a separate topic. And right now, we're just covering about how you can start and launch a product. These things are a different topic, and we'll get a little bit more into details about how you can set up your profiles and everything later on in this video. So, again, right now I'm just taking you guys through the different niches and the different topics that you can select to create a digital product of your own and start making money. So he basically used to create a lot of content around approaching women, approaching girls, how to have a better dating life and how to dress nice and basically all those things, right? Dating coach, that was his main niche. And what he does is he has a course called Simp to Stud. Okay. Learn how to go from a shy, nervous guy to a confident man who's dating his dream girl. And I think it's around 15,000 rupees. Yes, it's 15,000 rupees for the course. It's a lifetime access course. And even if he can manage to get two sales in a day, which by the way is very easy with the level of followers he has. And guys, the main benefit of this whole thing is that you don't need to have a million followers to be able to make money. There's literally people with 1,000, 2,000 followers who have a decent community and a good quality of audience that are able to make a lot of money. So you don't have to have a million followers or 50,000 followers. You can start with 20, even if you have 20,000 or 10,000 or 5,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel and you're posting good content, you can still make a lot of money. In fact, one of my friends, he has, I think, 200 followers and he earns around 60,000 to 1 lakh rupees a month extra income just by selling his one-on-one coaching per month. Literally 200 followers and 60,000 to 1 lakh rupees a month just extra income by selling his one-on-one. So again, you don't need to have a billion followers to be able to make some money out of this. You just need to be able to put yourself out there and build a brand and have a small community of loyal followers who trust you. And even if he's able to sell his course 2 times a day, which again, as I said, is very easy for the level of influence that he has, that would be around 30,000 rupees per day or 9 lakh rupees per month, excluding all the other products he sells. So apart from this, I think he has a one-on-one mentorship program that probably costs at least 1 lakh to 2 lakh rupees. And this is his main medium ticket program. So 9 lakh rupees a month total revenue. And the main benefit about the digital product business or the personal branding business and selling your product online is the extremely high profit margins, right? He probably has a 90% net margin minimum and he earns 8 lakh rupees from just one course. And that's my estimate. It might be a little bit higher or lower than that. But yeah, just to show you guys and just to take things into perspective about how you can do these things for yourself as well. Okay, so these were some of the niches that I've discussed about. Now again, I want you guys to think about what you're good at, what's something you can help people with, what's a skill that you think you can monetize. Maybe it's that you can dress good and you can start creating content about outfits, and then you can sell a digital product about maybe creating good outfits, right? Maybe you recently quit smoking and you can help people quit smoking as well. You can make a paid community about people who are trying to quit smoking and how they can fight their cravings and how they can lead a better life after they quit smoking. So the opportunities are endless. There's a there's a monetization opportunity for every single niche out there. Okay, so apart from this, I've also mentioned some other good niches that I think are very monetizable. First off, drawing. You guys might be thinking this is random, but there's literally channels out there on YouTube who post drawing videos and have courses about how to do the shadows, how to do coloring, and how to do all those other things. And you can use that talent to create a product as well. Chisel jawline. Now, you guys may be thinking that I'm saying this in sarcasm, but I saw a school community of a guy who literally just shows how to get better facial features, and I think he's making a really good amount of money from that as well. Fitness, of course, really good option. Photoshop, really good option. Trading, really good option. Crypto Forex, of course, only if you've done this before or if you've been able to make profits in this before. 3D rendering, animation, stay at home mom, again, very random niche, but there's a YouTuber out there. She sells courses about how you can be a better stay at home mom. So, literally, you can sell a product about anything that you want. Okay, productivity, finance, Excel, content creation, how to land a job in XYZ field. So let's say, for example, you're in a tech job, you're working as a tech engineer, and there's someone who wants to know how they can also land a job in tech. So what you're going to do is you're going to create an audience of people who are younger than you and who want to land the job that you have already. So let's say the job pays you 1 lakh rupees a month. So you're going to start creating content about how you can get into that job and how you got into that job and how to clear the exams required for that job. Basically, just talk about the job and build a community of that. And then you can launch a medium or small ticket program, maybe 700 to 900 rupees. And then the program can include all the basic frameworks of how you can get into the job, what are all the key points, what are the interview points, and all those things, right? And trust me, you can sell so many of those because the Indian market is so crowded. Everyone just wants a job, right? Everyone just wants the latest tech job and this job and that job. So you can do this even if you're working in a job right now. Okay. So that, and then maybe in the future, you can also scale to one on one consultancies about landing that job. And you can charge so much more for those consultancies. You can charge 30,000, 40,000 rupees for the consultancies, and you can guide them personally, one to one, on how they can land that job as well. How to crack XYZ exam, again, another good, really good example. Now, the thing is, the bigger problem you solve, the bigger your reward will be. So I want you guys to write this one down, because you have to remember the problem you're solving. If it's a big problem and if there's so many people in the target market, the reward you'll get will always be much bigger than a normal one. And I want you guys to write down the pain points in your niche. So at this point, I'm assuming that you've probably found something, one thing or another, that you can sell and create a product about. And then you can create a niche and write down the pain points in your niche. So I want you guys to study your target audience, write down the pain points, write down the exact description of your customer, who, what's the age range of your customer, what are they struggling with, what are they happy with, what do they want to be, where do they want to get, and all those other things, right? And one common misconception: you don't have to build $100,000 business before you can start your own personal brand journey. Okay, you don't even have to start a personal brand about business. You can, as I said, as I showed you here, you can literally start a personal brand business about dating, about interior designing, video editing, weight loss, copywriting, dog walking, and all those other things. And if you guys want all the niche list that I mentioned here, again, check the description. I'll have a link to this exact niche list that you can get access to, and then you can also see what you can do with this. Now, next up, we're going to talk about how you can launch your product. Okay, so now, so far we've discussed about how I've been able to use personal branding to change my life. I've been able to use social media to change my life. Then how you can start doing the same for yourself. Okay, what product or what niche you can get into, and all the different topics and all the different opportunities that are out there in the market that you can use to create a product and create a business. Okay. And the next one that we're going to talk about is how you can launch your product. So, guys, first off, let's assume you've selected, let's go for an example niche, fitness. Okay. Let's say we're going into the fitness niche for now. And I would like to repeat the fact that the main selling point of this method of business is that you can scale to the moon, right? Your profit margins are going to be very high because you have no overhead expenses. You barely have any softwares that you have to pay for. Other than that, your overheads are very little, and you can make a lot of money using this if you do this the right way. Okay, you can even sell a mathematics coaching program or English coaching program or board exams, something like that, right? So again, very profitable industry. And now we're going to talk about how you can actually launch and execute your own product. First off, what you're going to do is you're going to use ChatGPT to get some help. Okay, now where are we going to use ChatGPT to get some help? We're going to be using it to write some copies, maybe help with the landing page and the scripts for your content and all those other things. Okay, so That is going to be one. But most importantly, you cannot just depend on ChatGPT. You have to use ChatGPT to help yourself. But if you start depending on ChatGPT, the product that you'll end up creating is going to be much more like AI generated and very little human touch to it. And I know AI is on the rise and everything, and AI is going to replace a lot of jobs, but people are always going to be in the market for people that they can get help from, and people always need that human touch regardless of how advanced the AI system gets. Okay, so again, do not depend on just chat gpt to sell your products. The way we're going to launch the product, because first off, let's say that you got into the, okay, let's not take the fitness niche for example. Let's say mm, we got into the 3D rendering. Okay, so there's, or for simplicity's sake, let's just go into animation. Okay, so let's say we are really good at animation, we know how to do animation, and we can basically sell a course about animation. We're going into animation line. What we're going to do is we need to find out if there's an actual need for the product that you're about to sell, or if you'll just end up wasting at least 1 to 3 months of your life creating a course about animation and no one's gonna buy it. Because I don't think there's anything worse than investing a lot of time and efforts into creating a course and getting no sales at all. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to launch an animation course straight up. Okay, we're not going to just work like we don't have a brain and just put in random hours and start building a course about anything. What we're going to do is, first off, as I said, start posting content, but we're going to use the MVP method, or the MVP approach, minimum viable product. Now this is a strategy that involves the procedure that you don't launch the full version of the product. You just basically launch the skeleton version or the frameworks of the product as an early beta testing phase, so you can get your client feedback and you can get actual data from your customers, and you can see if there's actually a demand for a product or not. Okay, so how we're going to use the MVP concept? Through a one-to-one beta program. So let's say we're into animation. We're posting content about animation for 1 month. We've gathered quite an audience. Now we're going to start with a one-on-one beta program. So we're going to start posting stories about one-on-one personal mentorship and all those things. Okay. So what's going to happen is you'll start getting data from your customers or your audience, which are your potential customers, if they're interested in a one-on-one consultation. You can start at a low price, be it 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees at most. Okay, I don't think you should go higher than 2,500 rupees per call, or you can offer it as a 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 call mentorship program. Okay, as a full 6 call mentorship program, 6 calls worth 1 to 2 hours, and you'll teach them personally how they can start animation and how they can sell their animation services as a freelancer as well. Basically help them create a freelance animation business. Okay, so first off, when you start doing this, you'll get a lot of feedback from your customers. You can gain data and you can actually create a product that the market wants and your customers want, not something that you want to sell, something that your customers want to buy. But what's going to happen is you're going to include all the key features and lessons as a basic skeleton framework. You're going to sell it at a discounted rate for the first 1 to 3 clients, just to get some proof of concept and testimonials. Okay, before we launch this as a proper product and at a premium price, I think you should launch at a discounted price first, get some proof of concept, testimonials, and you know what? You can even go offer this for free for your first 1 to 2 clients, just to get some testimonials and case studies, which will help you in turn get more customers in the future. So what's going to happen is you're going to start earning side by side as you build your main digital product in the background, and you're going to get feedback side by side while you're building your main digital product. So when you launch the product, it's actually going to be useful and it's actually going to be something that the market needs. And once you have proof of concept, you can go further and launch your main product. Once you have the proof of concept that, okay, the thing that I'm trying to sell, it actually has a demand, I can actually monetize it, and that I can actually make some real money out of it, then you can go double down into the main product. You're going to gather testimonials and case studies. This way, you can start with minimum investment. I think you don't even need any investment to start here. You just need to reinvest whatever money you make into software so you can start building your real course. Okay. So, first off, what you can do is you can use Canva. literally free of cost to make the slides for your presentation or digital course or whatever. You can screen record from Zoom or Loom. I'm actually recording Zoom right now. You can also use Loom, which is paid. I think it's 25, $15 a month. I don't think it's very expensive. Definitely worth it if you want to check it out. Webcam, anything that works. Guys, do not get caught in the trap of needing everything before you can start your business. Okay, if you start thinking about it in such a way that you need your fancy mic, you need a webcam, you need lights, you need a computer and everything else, you're never going to be able to start. You need to start from wherever you are and however you are. Just in case you guys didn't know, the first YouTube video I recorded on this channel itself, I had a very crappy video cam or a webcam. I didn't even have a mic. I just used the laptop's mic. So what I used to do was I just used to count down all the positives that I had, or count down all the things that I have that I can use to make the video. And I was just a bit resourceful with it. And eventually, as I started making my money, I started reinvesting my money into making the videos better, having a decent webcam, a decent mic, and all those other things. Okay, so that's basically it. It is quite simple. Please do not overcomplicate this. As I've said, launch a MVP approach for a product that involves releasing a basic version of a product to the early adopters. I think I've described it अच्छे से throughout this entire last 5 to 10 minutes. And again, this is a fail proof method for you to launch your own digital product as well. So we've covered three segments of the video now, and now we're going to head towards the fourth or the final one. The main thing, how you're going to market your product. Okay, so the way to market your product, you have two different methods. First off, you have inbound methods. Second, you have outbound methods. What's inbound method? An inbound method is where you get a customer coming to you for help. Okay, it's like when you're going to purchase let's say the latest TV. Okay, and you want to buy a Sony TV. You're an inbound lead for Sony. Okay, because you are the customer and you're going to the brand itself to buy their product and you're already pre-sold. Okay, and what's outbound method? Outbound is what all the SMMA gurus and everything tell you: do 300 500 outreaches a day, which by the way I think zero sense. Okay, because these days when you can literally get inbound leads which have a much higher conversion rate and a much lower time taking process, it's much better than just doing cold outreaches every single day. Okay, and this works even for SMMA. If you have a good agency and if you have good results, you will notice that you get inbound customers as well. You get referrals and you get word of mouth, and those are the best ways of marketing yourself or getting any customers. Okay, much better than outbound methods, because first off, inbound leads close way more, inbound leads pay more, and they are already pre-sold, so you don't have to run your head over and over again just to explain the product or the course that you're selling. Okay, so what are the pros and cons? First off, as I've said, inbound versus outbound methods, I think inbound definitely gets the win if you can gather a decent audience, right? And as per marketing your product, I think that there's only two very useful platforms that you can use to sell or market your product. First off, Instagram. Second off, YouTube. I don't think that you should go to any third platform. These two are the platforms that literally every single person in this world, I mean, most of you guys watching this video have an Instagram account and a YouTube account as well. Okay, the benefit with Instagram is that it has a very big customer base. It has a very big, uh, let's say, amount of people on it, which makes it a very good platform for you to start posting your content. You have to decide your niche. So as we said, we're going into the animation industry, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to pick out a nice username. We're going to write our name, animation business, or whatever. We're going to write down our animation achievements. We're going to put down a few highlights, and we're going to start creating content about animation. We're going to start creating content that will appeal to beginners who are trying to get into animation. Okay, so let's say, how can you make your first 10-second animation and all those other things. So we're going to create the Instagram reels, and second, we're going to be posting on YouTube content related to your niche. Start creating content around your niche from today, so you can share valuable insights and knowledge that your target audience wants before channeling them into a paid product. Make it a smooth process. Stay in touch with your audience and build a strong community around yourself. Only you can sell. And remember, guys, people do not buy products, people buy people. Okay, so people buy from the people that they like. So if you're someone who can appeal to the masses, to the audiences, you can obviously make a lot of money. And I hope this video was helpful to you, because I think I've shared every single thing, no filters, about how you can get into this industry. And again, I would like to repeat the fact that if you get into this timely, you are going to end up making a lot of money, because 2025 is the year of personal branding, and this has been on the upwards trend lately. And there's so many people back in the day who used to do SMMA, and right now they're just fully focused on personal branding. Again, nothing wrong with SMMA, but I personally think that personal branding is the way to go in 2025 if you want a genuine and an online business model that actually works, low investment, easy to start, and highly profitable as well. So that is going to be it for today's video on how I made 1 crore 78 lakhs pure profit, by the way, from personal branding, a full beginner's guide. I hope you guys found some great value in this. And if you guys want to access my free course on how you can make your first 1 lakh rupees online, you can just click the link in description and get access to it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.